everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping nice and warm in this very nice warm weather we've started to have all of a sudden. This is my full-time thoughts on West Ham 4, AEK Larnaca 0, aka 6-0 on aggregate in the Europa Conference League last 16, shall we say. Let's start off by talking about the team sheet. In goal we had Areola with a back four of Johnson at right back, Creswell at left back, with Zuma and Ogbonna as the centre-back pairing, with Paquetá and Soucek in the defensive midfield positions, with Bowen, Fornals and Lanzini making up the attacking midfield, supporting Scamacca up front. Now, as strong as this lineup is, or was, I should say, I think we could have gone stronger. I really do think, as I said in the preview, I really do think that Danny Ings could have started alongside Scamacca. Now, don't get me wrong, it was a decent result, really decent result, but again, we didn't really get out of second gear, and it was like watching, and I'm sure you guys are going to criticise me for this, it was like watching 10 Carlton Coles. They just could not finish. They really couldn't. But no disrespect to Larnaca, you know, the tie was pretty much over with the first leg. Now, Scamacca scored a fantastic goal. Really, well, I can't say it's fantastic. It's fantastic for him to get back on the score sheet, but it's a poor goal to concede from Larnaca's point of view. But it's in the back of the net on the 19th, 20th minute, and that's it. We're 1-0 up. Brilliant. Scamacca was offside later on as well, for that matter, in the first half, only by a few inches, possibly, if that. You know, Larnaca had a goal attempt as well, and that was ruled off as offside as well. You could, again, inches in it. I didn't see anything wrong with it in any shape or form. I haven't seen any of the replays, but I do think that the decision was right. I thought. Bar the sending off of Ledes, I think you pronounce his name, on the 45th minute, it didn't look bad from my point of view. It really didn't. It was a challenge. It was a booking, yes. I mean, even if I remember correctly, it was Fornals that was actually being fouled, and even he was saying no to the ref. No, it's not a sending off. It's not. But. And you could argue that kind of killed the game. It really did. We weren't really at best. We had some good moments, of course, as I said. I do generally think Scamacca, had he stayed on for longer than he did, I do think he could have scored a hat-trick. I really do think, because getting an offside goal, nothing wrong with it in any shape or form, but being offside, I think he could have done well. I think he could have got it. I really think he could have got his hat-trick. I think Bowen could have got his hat-trick before he was subbed off as well, for that matter. But, yeah, now, this is the impressive thing. Second half comes around. Yes, we're down to 10 men. Lanzini lays a ball to Scamacca, if I remember correctly, which bounces off the post, and Bowen pounces on it. We had a chance about 30 seconds beforehand as well, but that went begging. But, yeah, Scamacca goes for goal. It rebounds off the near post, and Bowen's there to grab it, and it's 2-0. Then again, boom, beautiful ball. Minute and a half or so later, Creswell running down the left hand flank, beautiful ball in, cheeky little back header from Bowen, and it's 3-0. Superb, unbelievably good. Just some of the best things we've seen for a long time. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Bowen is now our highest ever European goal scorer. Not just in the Europa League or anything like that. He really is the highest ever West Ham European campaign goal scorer. It's phenomenal. And yet Moyes takes him off. I get the reasons why the substitutions were done, which we'll come on to in a few minutes. But well, I don't agree with all of them, but I understand them, shall we say. I can understand it. The first time we made all 5 substitutions in one game. That's not a lie. I think we did that in the first leg as well. But, guys, you know what I'm talking about. It was I still feel bad for Larnaca. I think given their play and their level, I think they tried well. They really had some good some chances, but we just finished them off really quite superbly. Now Bowen was taken off for Mubama, who obviously got the 4th goal. Cornet was substitute for Paquetá, which I totally get. But this is why I'm struggling with Ings for Scamacca. It must be awful. Absolutely awful dent in his confidence. He was trying his best. You could see he was trying his best. He was making some decent layoffs in the midfield positions, especially in the first half and towards the beginning of the second half. I'm sure David Moyes is going to come out saying, yes, it was all tactical. It was all pre-planned that he was going to come off on the 55th minute, blah, 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 blah. But, as I said, I do genuinely think there was an opportunity we had in the second half that was a gap where a striker would be. And that's even with Ings on the pitch. You know, I do genuinely think Scamacca could have got more out of it. I think Bowen could have got more out of it as well, for that matter. I really, really do. You know, it's a great ball from Souček up to Mubama for the 4th, and a cheeky little backflip, back heel, I should say, from his left foot, if I remember correctly, to make it 4-0. And boy, did he celebrate it. And we did as well, because as a youngster scoring at home, you know, scoring at home for the first time in Europe, you know, we went crazy for that. It was brilliant. And but this is the thing I said in the preview, and I said at the start of this recording as well. Well, actually, no, I don't think I did. I did in the previous take, but not in this take. I think it was a bad not having Scamacca with another striker starting right from the start. As I say, the tie was over in the first half. Just experiment, go for it. Just give him an hour at least, minimum 70 minutes. But I say I get it, I understand it. And then Freddie Potts came on for Thomas Souček on the 69th minute, and that's it. And obviously Lane came off for Zuma as well. They came on for Zuma. So 5 substitutions used. I thought Lane did all right with the limited stuff that he was getting. There's a few gaps in the defence, but the balls were very, very weak and straight at Areola anyway, so it doesn't really matter from that point of view. But I still query Moyes' substitutions. I really, really do. I mean, I understand it. You know, we were 3-0 up. It's perfectly fine. Take him off, you know, rest them. But at the same point, we haven't got any games to be played for 4 weeks. Sorry, 2.5 weeks. You know, it's just that's the concern on it. That's my concern on it. And I'm sure it's your concern as well. I mean, Paquetá, I can understand it, you know, nursing him back from injury. Scamacca needs the match minutes. He really generally does to build his fitness up, as does Paquetá, but he needs to be introduced better. But, I mean, bless him. Scamacca looked so deflated when he walked around the pitch. You know, everybody was clapping, the pair of them and stuff, but he just looked really pissed off. And I get it. I understand it. I've mentioned it many times beforehand. You know, it's just... yeah, it's bad. I mean, obviously, just taking the pin out of the conversation for a little bit. Obviously, the England squad has been announced. I'm going to try and do some videos of a video about it over the next few days. Give you my thoughts on it. But putting the pin back in, it's a great result. 6-0 on aggregate, through to the quarterfinals. The draw is at 1 o'clock. Well, this afternoon. By the time you guys get to see it, because it's coming up to it's 1:45 now. So you're going to see this on Friday, tomorrow. Or today, depending on your point of view. So I'll try and do a video about the quarterfinal draw, as well. So keep an eye out for that. So I'll give you my thoughts. There's a lot of content coming up on this channel, so keep an eye out for that. If you haven't already done so, please do like, share, and subscribe, and make sure your notification bell is set to all. Very, very happy with it. This is a springboard to hopefully rejuvenate the guys for the next couple of weeks while they're away. So, you know, some are going to be on international duty, some are going to be on holiday with the family. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But guys, in the meantime, look after yourselves, enjoy the rest of your Friday and your weekend, and you'll see me very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.